Welcome back, everybody. Today I am going to be building a creeper farm. As you can see, this farm can be expanded. What we are going to be building is only 4 layers. This one, as you can see, is I believe 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so this farm is 9 layers. So if you would like, I would prefer building it bigger, because obviously bigger just means more gunpowder. But from the farm that we are going to be building today, which is this one over here, we will get about 9 stacks of gunpowder every single hour, which is way more than you need if you are playing a solo player for the PS4. So as you can see, the way this farm works is there are spawning platforms for creepers all along here with trapdoors on top, and this will prevent other mobs from spawning. However, spiders, lots of spiders are going to be spawning in, as well as the creepers, but the way to get rid of the spiders would just make it slower for the creepers to spawn. So you can make it creepers only, but that just lowers the rate and makes the farm a little bit slower, so there's no point to do that. So if you just don't want the string, then you can just throw it out and get rid of it. So as you can see, about every minute this dispenser will turn off and on and will wipe all of the mobs off of these platforms here and into the water streams. And this is the same on all sides. So there's water in the corner places here, and they will all flow down through here and then into the killing chamber right here, where they will all die, as you can see. And if I were to come down here, what you can see is the minecart going back and forth just like this. I'm going to put this on Ps4 real quick. So as you can see, the minecart going back and forth under here and into hoppers, and what is making this clicking noise is this dispenser here, oh, wrong side, with 2 observers facing each other, and this will send a constant tick. So the way this works is the minecart will collect the items from the creepers, and the spiders will go, and then it will go into this hopper here, into this dispenser, and as you can see, it's constantly clicking. So if I were to put something in here, it just gets clicked out right away. Oh wait, let me back up. It gets clicked out and pushed all the way down into there, just like that. So this is where our string and the gunpowder will be going, and then it goes through here, and you can't see it, but there is a water elevator here shooting back up to the surface, which is actually where we will be collecting our items. So let me put this back real quick, just like this, and then we can just fill in these here as well. And then from the water elevator, they will be going over into these chests here, and it will fill up. So as you can see, the magma block we put in ended up here, and then as you can see, all these chests will fill up, but I have it so that these 2 fill up first and then these 2 will fill up after. So let's get right into building this thing, because it is a very big farm and it does take a while to build. So the materials that you are going to be needing to build this farm are 2 chests, 8 hoppers, 5 blocks of redstone, 16 pieces of redstone dust, 4 redstone comparators, 1 redstone repeater, 3 observers, 4 sticky pistons, and 1 regular piston. And all of these are used for the hopper clock, and this is going to be what is turning off and on the water, so it can have a chance for the mobs to spawn. Then it will turn on for about 12 seconds, and then the water will shut back off again automatically. So that's what all the redstone's for. Then you will need 12 pieces of glass. This actually doesn't have to be glass. This could be regular building blocks, but I prefer glass because it's see-through when water is on top of it. Then you're going to need 8 fence gates, 21 magma blocks, 3 powered rails, 22 regular rails, 1 minecart with hopper, 1 dispenser, 1 pressure plate, 1 slab, and 1 piece of soul sand. And then you are going to need at least 2 buckets of water, but altogether we are going to be having to fill up and empty 8 buckets of water for this. So as you can see, there are 2 for the water elevator to bring the items back up into this chest, and then we'll need the rest to push all of the mobs into the center and into the killing chamber so we can collect the loot. Then what we're going to need for building materials are, for each layer you want to build this up, so this one's 9, we're going to be building it 4 layers up. So for each layer you are going to want 2.5 stacks of your building block, 2.5 stacks of trapdoors, 1 dispenser, 1 observer, and also 1 water bucket. And you are going to need this for 1 floor, so if we're going to do 4, then you're going to need this times 4. And then also to build the outside and the rest of the farm, you're going to need 6 stacks of your building block again, 23 stacks of glass. Now this is optional. You will need at least 10 stacks of glass though, probably. You don't have to cover the whole thing completely. I just think it looks nicer. And it only has to be about 5 blocks high, I believe. So you're not going to need all 23 stacks if you can't get them, but I would prefer it. Then we're going to need 16 stacks of slabs as well. And this is for the roof. As you can see, these are regular blocks because in creative I can just keep it on daytime and I don't have to switch it to nighttime. So, but in survival these will all be slabs instead of full blocks, and that will just prevent mobs from spawning on top of the farm. And then also you are going to need torches because you are going to have to light up the area 128 blocks, around in all directions. You are going to have to light that up, including the caves and everything, for this farm to work 100%. And also, if you don't want to do that, then you could build this over an ocean, which could speed up the process of lighting it up and getting the area around it ready. But anyways, let's get right into building this. So the first step is we are going to decide how tall or how high off the ground you want this farm. So the lower it is to the farm, the more digging you are going to have to do underground for the killing chamber. So I'm going to go about 5 blocks high because I'm still going to need to build, but if you want the killing chamber and all of the water, as you saw in the beginning, flowing into the killing chamber, if you want that all underground, then you can just start your first platform here on the ground. But what I'm going to do is go up about 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like this. And this is where I'm going to be starting my first platform. So what you can do is place a dispenser here. And for now you can just break these blocks back because those were just temporary to get up here. Then we can go out by 7 in each direction, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just like that. And do this in all directions of the dispenser. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just like that. And do this for all of the sides. And this is how big our spawning places for the creepers are going to be. So yep, just like this. I think that was one too long. And then what we are going to be doing is filling in all of these platforms diagonal, just like this, until it is even with the sides here. so like this, and we are going to be filling this in for all sides of the farm here. Now once you have filled in the surrounding area like this, if you get a bucket of water, if you did this correctly, this is how you can check. Just place a bucket of water right on top of this dispenser here, and the water should all flow, but it should not overflow on the sides and go over like this here. So that should not be happening. It should all be going directly to the outside, just like this. Now the next step, we can go two above the dispenser. So go 1, 2, and then break these 2 blocks. Now what we are going to do is you can break down again, and if you're in survival, just build up like this, and then place an observer with the face going up and the little the redstone thing facing towards this dispenser. Then just break all of these back, and you can place this here. Then on top of this is where our next platform is going to be going, so you can place your dispenser here, and then again obviously go 2 above it, so 1, 2, and then you can break these, but make sure it's above this dispenser, and then just keep doing this for as many layers as you want. And then on all of the dispensers, just build it out to the same length as this platform here. So just do this for as many platforms as you want. I'm only gonna go 4 platforms high though, so let me do that. Now that you have your spawning platforms in place, once you get to the top of your top layer, you should have one dispenser hanging 1 block above this dispenser here, just like this, with the face going up. Now what we are going to do, place 2 blocks on top of this observer, break it, and then come down and place another observer on top of it. And only do this, make sure that this is only for the top one. So then we are going to go 7 out again, and then just make this platform 1 more time, and this will be the roof of the farm. This will not be a spawning platform. So then fill this out the same as these ones. Now once we have done this, you can get your trapdoors and come down, and what we are going to do is place them all on top of the roofs, so just like this, so that when we are looking at the farm, so like this, there are trapdoors on the roof all along here, and it should only be 1 block high and then about 1 or 7/8 block high, just like this, as you can see, because these are half the size of a slab. So then fill these in for all of the spaces on your farm, and make sure to do this for every layer so that it only spawns creepers and spiders. So then just continue this for all of them. Now that you have all your trapdoors in place in all of the ceilings of your spawning rooms or spawning platforms, what you can do is go 12 blocks out in every direction of this roof with your slabs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, just like this. And we are going to be doing something similar, like how this is diagonal. So go in 1 block here and just keep filling this whole thing out just like this, and keep going back and forth, and do this for the entire roof, and also including filling in these spaces here, but some of these will be removed so we can build the hopper clock here. So fill in your whole roof with slabs now. Now once you have placed in your roof like this, go to the center where you placed your 2 dispensers on top of each other like this. So go right to here, and now what we are going to do is So decide where you want your the back of your farm to be, and the front of your farm, it does not matter. But so if you want the back of your farm going this way, then this is how we're going to do it. Just build this to whatever side you want the back of it going to. So just go one out and place one block, and you can build about 8 or 9 back. For now it will be a little more. So what we do is place one redstone here and one here with a repeater facing this way. Make sure that the torches are pointing at the observer. Then place one more piece of redstone here with a block and go 4 blocks away. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And this you can actually build 2 more out, and place a block here so you have 4 blocks of space here. Then place a piece of redstone here and here, and get 2 comparators with one going here and one going here, and then put 2 hoppers facing into each other. So just crouch and place them going like this, so they are going back and forth into each other just like that. Then get your sticky piston, and where your repeater is on this side, place the sticky piston right here on the side of this redstone block, and a sticky piston on this side here. And also you can place a redstone block right here. And then also what you are going to need, it doesn't matter what, just get 12 building blocks. So get 12 building blocks, or just at 12 of anything, and place them into this hopper here, and it should go back and then forth, and then this piston should retract again and it should stop just like this. And then as you can see, they're not moving anymore. So the next step is come back here, place another block, and then go 1, 2, 3 blocks like this, and then on this 4th one go up again just like this, and we can place redstone all along here. And if once you place one here, this should power that to go on and off again real quick. So it stops right there. Then place the redstone going across like this with a sticky piston here and a block here just like this. And then what you can do from here is go back by, you can go 2 more back just like this, and then out. Sorry about that. And then just go out just like this with the redstone. Now that you have this like this, break 4 blocks like this with 2 on either direction. It does not matter. I would prefer just doing it on this side though, just like this. And then on either side of those, place a block like this, and redstone on both of these blocks. And then similar to this one, we are going to get 2 more sticky pistons on either side just like this, with comparators here and here, and more hoppers going back and forth into each other just like this, with one more redstone block just like that. Now what you can do is grab a stack of 16 of blocks like this, and make sure all of this is fully connected going over on top of this observer. And then in this hopper here, where the redstone is not touching the or the redstone block isn't touching the redstone yet, go under here and place these in here just like this. Now the redstone is complete for this. And so how this works is there are 2 hopper clocks. This one is the one that turns the water on and off, and this is the one that keeps it on for only 12 seconds. So as you can see, there's 12 blocks, so it's a little less than 12 seconds, it's about 10. But this is what turns the water on for 12 and then shuts it off, and then this is what keeps it going about every minute, as you can see. And what this does is when this is on, this stops it, and then when this goes back, this will send a signal into here, and this will keep repeating itself here, and then it will turn on and off over this observer, which will then detect it. And then, oh, let me grab a night vision potion since it's dark. What you can do is grab your buckets of water and place them in here, but you have to test to make sure to see if you got it right. So you can place one in just like this, and it should turn on and then turn off in about 10 seconds. So if it doesn't, that's fine. So as you can see, I put it in at the wrong time. So since it is about to not turn off again in 10 seconds, what you can do is take the bucket out, collect it, and then put it right back in, and quickly do this for all of them. And you have to make sure that the timing is correct, so place them all in. And sometimes you'll get cut off, but if you do by the water, just wait for it. So you'll see in a second it'll turn on the water from this, and they will all turn on since I have the water in all of them. So as you can see, the water is going, and it should shut off in a couple more seconds, and this will give it enough time for the mobs to come all the way off. And once you once you put the buckets of water in these dispensers at the right timing, then you will have all of the water and the spawning places complete. Now that you have all of your water in place and your hopper clock all set up and timed evenly, what you can do is grab your building blocks and your glass and go out in this direction by 6 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then place a piece of glass just like this, and then you can remove these blocks again, and this will be going diagonal evenly with this. So what you can do is then go one in and continue this all the way for across and around the entire farm. So let me just go back like this, and then once you get to right here, just turn and then do this going across here, so like this now. Oop. And so on and so forth around the entire thing. Now once you have your ring of glass going around like this, make sure it is 1 block above this place here, and then build this going all the way down to the bottom, depending on how high up your first platform is. So just connect all of this going down to the ground. Now once you have this glass in place, just continue it going all the way up to the ceiling as well. This way spiders won't be able to crawl and get out of the thing. So now you can build this going all the way up like this, and also do this across. And this part is going to take a while, but once you get this, most of the farm will be complete. Now that you have all of your glass in place, what you can do is go inside of here, and if you're in survival, if you don't want mobs to spawn, then you can light this whole area up. But what we are going to do now is bring this wall here going down all the way across, so like this, and just bring this all the way going down to the ground completely. So just like this everywhere across this thing. Now that you have this built all the way to the bottom, just make sure that this is still cleared out like this. And then what we are going to do is from every corner here on the floor, build out by 2 just like this, and then place a water bucket and do this in every corner. So just come out by 2 in the middle and place a water bucket in all 4 corners like this. And what you will notice is that all of these will stop and make this little shape here in all of the sides, as you can see. Now once you have your water flowing in all directions here, what you can do is dig down by 2 blocks, all in these spots here. So just dig all of these out by 2, like this. And also what we are going to do is then break these back by 3, and then place one water bucket here, and then dig this through and keep this diagonal, so it's like this, and then keep going out a little bit. We will connect this and make sure it's the right distance in a little, but do this in every direction for now. So just 1, 2, all in here, and then yet again. And if you're looking at it from the opposite of this, under where the windows are, dig in here by 3, and then place the water bucket here, and then just keep going in diagonal like this, and you should eventually meet up with all of them if you do this in the middle, and you should have a center point. So then just build this water stream on the other 2 sides as well. Now once you have built it out in all 4 directions, you should have something that looks like this. Then you can go to the center and dig down again by 1 and break all of the blocks here until you are at the edge of the water. So just break all of these out like this, and on these sides too, so it is 1 below the water. Then what we can do is break these 2 blocks here and do this in all of the directions so that the water is coming down and flowing, and there are middle points here. Then what we can do is grab we are going to need some pieces of glass. We're going to need our fence gates, our magma blocks, and I think that should be it. And what we are going to do is let me get another potion of night vision. What you can do is place a spruce fence here, or not a spruce fence, just a fence gate here, and do this in all directions. It doesn't matter which way they're going, as long as they're open towards the middle like this, and just something like this. Then you can dig this down by 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe. Dig this down by 4 blocks. So just do this for this 3x3 area down here, here, and also these blocks here. And what we can do from here is then, as you can see, there should be little places here, which is fine. But then what we can do from here is come down and break in all of these blocks as well, just like this. And then also break out these blocks here so that it looks like this. And we have one overhang block like this, and then you can make these your glass blocks, just like this. And this is where the mobs will be falling down, and this is going to be where the killing chamber is. So we will have our magma blocks here on this level, one below the glass. And then what you can do is grab your rails, powered rails, your redstone blocks, and also grab 3 hoppers. And if you go outside of this farm real quick, so as you can see, so this is facing, the back is this way. So what we can do is come in here and have 3 hoppers just like this. So go 1, 2, and 3, and then you can break this out. Well, for now just keep that, and then place 3 hoppers going into each other just like this. And we will eventually break these and these, and what we will have here is our observers and our dispenser. And what we are going to be doing is this is where the items will be flowing in the water elevator. So for now you can just dig this out, about this many blocks. It doesn't really matter for now. So just what we're gonna do is place a dispenser right here, make sure it's facing this way, and then come out here and place an observer facing this way so that its face is going here this way, and then you can come in and place another and make sure that when you do this that they should be ticking on and off just like this. Then you can just fill in these blocks back in if you want, here and also here, just like this, and then break in these blocks here as well. Now what we are going to do is place a redstone block here, and also I believe place one here and one here, I think. So just in this corner just place rails like this and then continue them going out like this. The rails will get stuck, just make sure that these two are connected, and then you can place this one and then another powered rail, and then crouch and place rails on top of here, and then just continue them all the way back with another powered rail there. And if you were to get a minecart with hopper or just a minecart, and you push this, it will go back and forth and it won't stop ever. It will just keep going back and forth just like this. Now before we add our magma blocks, what you can do is grab your buckets of water, and you can also grab your soul sand, your, what else do you need, your slabs. So just grab a slab, and then you can also grab a pressure plate. Now what we are going to do, come back here where our dispenser is and place one bucket of water, and this should flow all the way over to here, and then you can place a pressure plate right where it ends and get a piece of ice. This is not necessary, this part, or actually I think it is. I believe the items will get stuck if you don't have a piece of ice here. It doesn't have to be blue ice, it could be regular ice. So, and all this will do is just allow the items to get pushed across like that. And then if we were to have another bucket of water and just continue this going all the way out to where it ends, so as you can see it stops right here. And what we're going to do here is on the one block where it stops, place a soul sand right here, just like this. And if you throw something back here, you can see it'll go all the way across and right into here. Now what you can do is dig this going all the way up, so just like this, and then place one slab here on the bottom. Let me get this. And then place a block on top right here, and then just go to the top of this, and you can place a bucket of water. And if you notice, the bubbles will go all the way up to the top, and if you won't be able to swim down in it, just like this, it'll keep bumping you up. So now we can go back in and finish the killing chamber. So what you can do to end this is just, all you need is to get your magma blocks and place them all along this layer, just one below the glass like this. And also you can fill in these blocks here, so just like this, and just fill in this whole layer here with magma blocks. Now once you have all your magma blocks in place, the way that you can test this to make sure that it's working right is you can throw some items down into here. Just make sure you don't throw a bucket or something like that, just throw blocks or something, and then wherever you made your exit to the farm, which I believe is over on this side, you should see all of your items flying out just like they are here. So there's all 4 of my items that I threw back into the magma blocks there, and then the minecart with hopper picked them up. and brought them all the way over into here. Now for a collection system, what we can do is just build up by 2 each around like that on either side, and you can place a sign just like that right there, and then you can have chests right there. Oop. A chest there and a chest there like this, and you can place a mine cart going into either one just like this. So just crouch and make sure that one is pointing into a different one, and then you can place glass here and glass here like this. And if you want it to look a little better, you can place them on the corners here just like this, but you don't need to do that. And then all you need is another bucket of water, and you can just place it just like this here. And if I were to put this on hard difficulty, and actually wait, before you start, you can place a layer of glass over top of it so the items don't shoot out all the way, and then you can make this look like this if you want to. And then just make an AFK platform about 28 blocks away from your spawning platforms, and you should see mobs starting to spawn in quickly. But before, if there aren't many mobs, what you have to do is light up areas at least 128 blocks in all directions of the farm, including caves underground. So what I prefer is building this either by an ocean or in an ocean, because then you won't have to clear out any caves or anything like that or light them up. There might still be some, but not nearly as much as there would be on regular ground. So as you can see, there are lots of creepers and spiders just like this all coming in, and the water just turned on, and you will see all of these mobs get pushed out, and they're going to go into our killing chamber. And if we just watch over here, we will start to see, oh, there's already 2 string in here, but this is going to fill up a lot more in a second. So wait a second and you will see all of the items starting to shoot back up. So some gunpowder's coming up now, as you can see. It's pretty quick. This farm's really efficient. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will try to post more videos this week. I'm sorry I haven't posted in, I believe, a week. I haven't had that much time to record any videos. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.